Hello, I'd like to welcome everybody to the dedication for the new lights that are going to go up on the park here, the Southeast Lions Park. Thanks for some beautiful weather. At first, I'd like to, I got the honor of telling where the park actually came from, how it got here, and how it was named the Southeast Lions Park. In 1940, a group of 46 gentlemen from this area decided they wanted to get to be in a service organization. They signed on with the Lions International to become a Lions Club, and they started the Southeast Lions Club of Columbus. All the gentlemen in the club came from this exact area, because this, back in the 40s, this was the actual heart of the south side of Columbus. They, in 1942, they decided they wanted to do a project that would benefit the whole South End. Whoops, excuse me on that South End thing. Old habits. And so they decided to open up a park, because there wasn't any parks in this area for the general public and the south side. So they bought 11 lots around here and bought a bunch of picnic tables and park equipment, swings and that, and opened up the Southeast Lions Community Park. They kept it, they took care of it for about 3 years, and then they realized that was a lot of work, I guess. And they got with, at that time, Mr. Berwick was the head of Parks and Recreation at that time, and they convinced the city of Columbus to take over the park, and we donated the park and all the equipment to the city. The city was nice enough to let us, well, to keep the name Southeast Lions Park, and we really appreciate that, because you know, even now, we've been around for 75 years, and it's kind of like the only real monument we have to our Southeast Lions Club here in the south side. So we thank them for letting us, you know, keep the name, and you know, we're still active in the south side of Columbus, and we would like to. I would just like to express that, you know, we're happy to be here today. So with that, somebody to talk about the future of the park and lighting and things going on here, I'd like to turn the thing over to Mayor Andrew Ginther.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
You want to introduce some of the other
Oh,
Lions?
wait a minute. I was supposed to introduce these people behind me. I forget about them all the time. These are some of our Lions members. Lions George Poppy, who's our secretary, his wife Carol, and Lion Joe Nagy. And if anybody, any of the oldies but goodies remember Nagy Brothers Shoe Repair, this is his, Joe Nagy's
A lot of soul
son.
there,
They lost soul there. So, and I want to thank them for joining me today. And thank you for coming out.
Thanks, Mark. Well, I know that Linda Henry is going to take credit for the weather today, so I'll go ahead and give it to her now. But what a great day. What a great day. A beautiful afternoon. It's been a couple years since I've been to this park, and just hearing the birds chirping, and a beautiful sunny day, and a beautiful lot here on the south side of Columbus. So I'm excited to be back here, and want to thank the Southeast Lions and the Lions for all the great work they do. I want to thank Director Davies. Tracy Davies is here, and Acting Power Administrator Christian Fenner. Thank you for your help in getting us to where we are today. And these Lions Club's members, think about it, for more than 75 years have been given back to Columbus through various social services. Let's give those Lions Club members another round of applause. So we're here today to celebrate another great day on the south side of Columbus. I know I've spent a lot of time in this neighborhood in the last couple of years or decade. Things are happening, moving in the right direction, because on the south side, we're not just neighbors, we're family, and families stick together. This week, City Council passed the 2016 capital improvements budget, a $1 billion budget full of projects and improvements that directly impact and improve the lives of Columbus residents. We're investing in our water plants to ensure we have safe, reliable drinking water, upgrading our sewer system to make sure the water that we return to the environment is as clean as possible. And here at this park, the City of Columbus is investing more than $178,000 to install 12 new underground decorative lights around the perimeter of this site. And I remember talking about this issue and being a priority for a number of years with friends, the Reeb group that have been talking about improvements to this park and the lighting of this park for a number of years. So it's time we delivered collectively as a community, and we're excited because these lights are going to help beautify the area, reduce crime, make this park a more inviting space, all of which helps to improve the quality of life of area residents. That is the power of the capital budget. In fact, the budget overall allocates $26.5 million in spending just in the south side. These improvements are taking place in the shadows of some transformative projects that are helping to redefine this neighborhood. The Southern Gateway Initiative combines millions of public and private dollars into improving the lives of Columbus residents. Children are learning in new, safe classrooms. Adults are getting the job training they need to find a better paying job and career. And new housing options are giving older residents an affordable place to call home in their neighborhood. Every family needs a champion or two, and the South Side has a number of families who have come together to lift up this area. You've heard me sing their praises before, and I'm going to do it again. We would not be seeing all the great things happening on the South Side without some amazing families, the Grodies, the Cranes, the Kellys, the Weilers. The redevelopment and improvements on the South Side could not have happened without them. But it also wouldn't happen without you, the neighborhood and community leaders who have remained steadfast in their support and their commitment to this neighborhood and making sure that the best days of the South Side are still ahead of us. But it couldn't happen without great partners. And I am grateful to have an amazing partner. He is new to council but has hit the ground running. Turns out that he and his family know a thing or two about public service. And he's doing an amazing job chairing the Public Utilities Committee. Please welcome Chairman Michael Stinziano to the podium.
Well, thank you all, and thank you, Mayor Ginther, Columbus's neighborhood mayor. It has been fantastic to go out and be with him in all these wonderful communities. And it's special to be here today to help highlight additional neighborhood improvements. The capital budget passed on Monday night by council, as you heard, included a lot of priorities, $1.7 million for 16 urban infrastructure recovery fund projects, to name a few. And just here today, the street lighting projects at the Southeast Lions Park is going to be one that is important to the community, but also to the area. And one thing about these Southeast Lions, they are the club that gets things done. And so it's exciting to be here with them to highlight. UIRF projects are special because the city works with neighborhood residents leaders to prioritize the capital needs of their immediate community. Examples of these projects include new sidewalks, parks, or in this very important case, streetlights. Since its inception in 1992, the UIRF funding has provided over $60 million for the renovation of Columbus's seasoned, established neighborhoods. The capital budget also has a noteworthy $2 million for additional street lighting projects. Our neighbors in the Hilltop will see the city install 177 new energy-efficient LED streetlights in the Southwest Gate and Sylvian Road areas, amounting to $650,000 of upgrades. The city is also investing more than $500,000 to install 140 new LED lights in the Willow Creek subdivision, south of Frank Road and west of Hardy Parkway in southwest Columbus. A $150,000 capital budget amendment that I offered and working with my colleagues will allow for us to help fully fund a street lighting project along Hall Road in the Hilltop as well. As you all know, a strong, robust capital budget not only improves the quality of life of Columbus, but also our residents and puts our neighbors to work, rebuilding and strengthening our great neighborhoods. Thank you for the opportunity to be part of this, and I want to bring back Columbus's neighborhood mayor to the podium to introduce our next speaker. Thank you all.
Well, you couldn't, do what we do as a city and what we're going to do together in the future without dynamic neighborhood and community leadership. And I am so glad that we have, such a great champion and friend, someone that has helped to create and lead the Southside Area Commission, a very successful small business owner here in Columbus, and just a great friend to neighborhoods. Please welcome Mr. Curtis Davis.
Thank you, everybody. I'm Curtis Davis. I'm the Vice Chair of the Southside Area Commission, and I want to thank everybody for coming down to what I think is the crown jewel of the city, the South Side. We want to thank the mayor and Councilman Stenziano for their support on this, and especially Director Davies. One of the things that I think that I like to try to reemphasize, and anybody that follows me on Facebook, I emphasize it almost daily, civics and area commissions do matter. The civics and the area commissions do engage the mayor's office. They do engage the folks at City Council. So your voice does matter, and we've seen that here on the South Side, from the mayor's office down to City Council, down to the directors of the different departments. So we want to take this time to thank them, and we appreciate everything that you're doing for us here on the South Side.
Thanks everybody for joining us here today. Enjoy some of this beautiful sunshine in one of the best parks in the entire city of Columbus. Thanks everybody for being here today.